Okay, so this is my last poem for today, at least, because I'm tired of making these videos. This is called Hero, and I'm pretty dang sure this is the longest poem I've ever written. I think on paper it was about 5 pages long, front and back. It took a while to write, but I was really upset when I wrote it, so I didn't really notice how long it was going, like how long I'd written it until I stopped and was okay again, and then I read it over and I'm like, wow, that's pretty crazy. This is kind of an intense poem when it gets a little bit towards the end, so if you're kind of like one of those sensitive people that doesn't like not very good feelings, not very good actions, then you might not want to listen to the ending. I don't know. It's not gory or anything, it's not nasty, but you'll see when I get there. Okay? So this is called Hero. The weight of the world seems to be on my shoulders. Their expectations of me are higher than Mount Olympus. When I let them down, I sink lower than Hades himself. Every step I take is 100 times more noticeable. Every fall I make is 1,000 times more damnable. The teeniest slip-up causes mountains to crumble. The slightest misunderstanding causes 10 tsunamis. Their faith in me dissipates, and I'm left with only self-loathing, regret, hate. Not for them, of course, but for me. They want me to step up, to wear the cape, the mask, the tights, to defeat the villain and return the heroine and save the day. Because I'm the smart one, the responsible one, the one who has the most potential, the next to youngest. The others aren't as focused as you, don't have the drive you have, aren't resourceful enough, aren't as clear-headed as you. I used to take their words as compliments, used to think being the one to carry the load was a privilege. Not anymore. Each time I stumble, I tumble into depression. Sometimes someone is there to pull me out of it. Sometimes I am alone. They only have to give me a look, say a word, to let me know that they're disappointed in me, and I collapse in on myself. Like the mountains I toppled with the force of my mistakes. Instantly, my good mood vanishes, and I'm left with only a shell of myself. The only thing that shell wants to do is cry. Cry until her eyes are as red and droopy, until her outer beauty is no longer as pretty as her inner. Their disappointment leaves a bitter taste in my mouth, and when I finally wash it away after hours of tears, I stumble yet again. They never reprimand me, just stare at me with those sad eyes, and speak in that reproachful tone. I can survive failure, so what if I didn't win the race, or get the best test score? There's always next time, right? But when I disappoint someone, it nearly tears me apart. Suddenly, I want to cut something, to run a blade across my wrist like I've heard others do. I can imagine it so clearly in my mind. The fact that I do not enjoy pain is my only deterrent. The only thought that keeps me still, momentarily. I need to cut something, anything. Scissor blades against my dresser will have to do. I pretend the wood is my flesh, cutting deeply. This has happened more than once, the need to cut resurfacing every time I make a mistake. I don't know why this happens. It started recently. I wonder if, one day, I'll give in, and run the blade across my skin. I know it will hurt, but will I feel relieved afterwards? Will I find peace in watching the blood flow? I made another mistake today. A misunderstanding, have no doubt. My dad is angry at us. My cousins are furious at me. A slip of judgment, and all of this happens. I'm too tired to care that my cousins are mad at me, or so I think. They're in trouble because of me, and I didn't even mean to get them in trouble this time. I feel guilty that they are being punished, when I didn't have to do what I did. I feel stupid, like crying, like writing dark poetry, and cutting. The urge is there again. This time, I give in. I cut myself, not with a blade, but with my nails. I actually leave a raised trail, but there is no blood. I'm surprised. I've never done something like this on purpose before. I feel better now, more in control. I don't feel the need to die. To end it all and wonder if they'll miss me. Wonder how they'll take it when they find out I took my own life. It's coming to mind again, and the dark thoughts bring tears to my eyes. My mood sinks slightly as I plan out my death. I imagine their reactions, their tears, and stunned sobs. But the real drive to do it is gone. I feel more stable now. This has all made me think of what a messed-up girl I really am. They think I'm perfect, their little princess, but maybe I'm not fit to play the hero. So, hopefully you guys now understand what I was talking about, like that little end part. I mean, like, I know people have thought, like, suicidal thoughts before. I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. So don't get all high and mighty, holier than thou kind of stuff, because everyone has thought about it, at least briefly. The only important thing is that no one has acted on it, okay? So that was just what I wrote, and so you can kind of see how close to the edge I get sometimes. And like, writing is my way of pulling myself back over the edge and saying, hey, you know, it's not that important, it's not that drastic, it's okay. So hopefully you guys have all found some way to pull yourself back over the edge when you have like that hopelessness, that twisted up horrible feeling inside. I can't really describe it to anyone. I'm sure you guys have felt it, and you know what I'm talking about when you feel it. And if you haven't felt it yet, be glad you have, and you have not, and when you feel it, you'll know. You'll just know. So hopefully y'all have some way of coping with your problems and your sadness, and poetry is mine. So I hope I inspire you, or at least encourage you enough to like do what you do to make yourself happy again and not think depressing, sad thoughts. So that was Hero. If you I'm sure I've upset people with this poem, so if you don't have anything nice to say, please don't say it. Don't start arguments down here. I'll have to cut off the comments, unfortunately. And I like to hear what people have to say as long as it's not mean. So let me know what y'all think, as long as it's not mean. Okay.